Bay is going to win this game. So we've got 2 for Green Bay, 2 for the Rams. Okay, so let's move on to the next game. We've got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills kicking off at 8:15 p.m. Saturday night. So Nolan, who do you think is going to win and why?
This is going to be my favorite game to watch just because you have Lamar Jackson fresh off a playoff win. I think it was the dumbest thing that he was getting critiqued for. Well, he doesn't have that playoff win. It's been 3 years, guys. This isn't Dan Marino in year 14 trying to get back to the Super Bowl. Like, give the guy some time, right? So I'm glad he finally got that win. Looked great. Josh Allen kind of started to throw the game away a little bit late there against the Colts. But again, in the first 3 quarters was terrific. I'm going to take Buffalo. I just think that offense is so explosive. Baltimore took away what the Titans like to do, which is run the ball. Buffalo doesn't like running the ball. Zach Moss is out now. Are you going to run Devin Singletary 15, 20 times? I really highly doubt that. So I think there's more explosive plays that can come from this Buffalo offense where it's going to be tough, especially if they get ahead for Baltimore to come back. So I just think I got to stick with Buffalo. That's where my gut is. I think this defense is – they know that, Baltimore could gash them with the run. I bet you Sean McDermott is planning his head off saying, that's our number one thing. Usually they focus on, we don't want big plays to happen. We don't want passes in the, down the sidelines, in the middle of the field, and they allow you to run the ball. They know that's a Ravens' strength. They're going to focus a little bit more on that. I think a close game. Buffalo just looks too good right now, guys. So I'm going to go with Buffalo. But I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if Baltimore gashed them and had a phenomenal day. They look good right now. They're getting hot at the right time, but still I'm going to lean Buffalo.
I'm going to lean Buffalo too, and there's a certain matchup that I have in mind here, and tell me if you guys agree with me. It's Marcus Peters. We know he is aggressive, and I'm not talking about trash talking. I'm talking about when he plays, he likes to take chances. I'm interested to see how many times they put him in a situation where he has to choose between a guy underneath, if it be Cole Beasley, if it be Stephon Diggs, to see if he's going to take that chance, because we know Josh Allen loves to go deep, and I really want to see the game plan attacking his side of the field because of this high-powered offense. I'm just excited to see how that game plan is going to go down. I like Buffalo as well, Nolan. You're right. Josh Allen, towards the end of the game, I get it. You don't want to take your foot off the gas. You want to keep going. You want to score. But you need to run the football and waste the clock down in certain situations. And against this Ravens team, you don't want to put the ball in Lamar's hands because, yeah, he's not the greatest thrower, but he is one guy that can take it 50 yards to the house. And we saw that against the Titans on the weekend. So you don't want to give Baltimore too many chances. Their offense still doesn't scare me at all. But the run defense of Buffalo isn't that great. No matter how much they study, this is the strength of that Buffalo team. I think they're going to do, or of the Ravens team, is running the football. I think they are going to run for a lot of yards on the ground. I just don't think it's going to be enough because I really like the way Allen and Diggs and all of them are playing. I'm going to go with Buffalo.
Oh, this is a dream matchup for me, guys. This is the prototype versus the non-stereotype. Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen. This should be a crazy game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like both these quarterbacks. I like what they do. But the thing is, I think what could really lead to Buffalo's success, like you said, Nolan, you guys got to sell out and stop the run. If they beat you, if you let Lamar Jackson beat you with the pass for a couple plays, I'm cool with that. You got to make him show improve. You know what I mean? But if that Buffalo defense can stop that run and contain them and force this game into a passing game for Lamar Jackson to make more mistakes. Look at that pass he threw last week. I think it was to Malcolm Butler. That was a direct pass to Malcolm Butler. No, I don't think he was looking for Brown on that to receive that because it looked like it was well short right to Butler. Things like that, if I'm Buffalo, I look at that and say, you know what? We got to take advantage of that. We got to take their game plan from last week against Tennessee. We got to stop that run. And then we got to worry about the pass after that. I'm thinking Tre'Davious White will probably be able to nullify most of what Hollywood Brown can do on that one-on-one coverage. That just leaves someone mainly like Mark Andrews for you guys to really cover up on any of his passing routes. But me, like you guys, I'm riding with Buffalo on this. I really am. I like what they're doing out there. Diggs, Josh Allen, the connection they have is real. It's like it was love at first sight with them, I think. Sorry, Nolan. I know you wanted it to be different, but it was truly love at first sight for these guys. I'm hoping that maybe, Wink Martindale can come up with something for that Baltimore D so they can scheme something up different from that Titans game plan, because it's gonna have to be completely different from what they played against the Titans on defense. But yeah, I don't think it's any other different. Josh Allen, if it's your time, which I think it is, the narrative for Josh Allen and for Lamar Jackson, can these guys win in the playoffs? It's here now. This is the moment. Which one of these two is going to shine? I think it's Josh Allen. It's literally his time.
What obviously we said Lamar Jackson can help this team win the game because of his feet. And of course, Gus Edwards could have a game, J.K. Dobbins, they can all do it. For me, if Baltimore is going to have a really good shot as well, Marlon Humphrey has to have his best game of his career. A.J. Brown was kicking his butt. And Marlon Humphrey admitted it on social media too. A.J. Brown's terrific, probably a top 15 receiver in the league. Stephon Diggs is a different dog. He was going to eat him up on his releases, on any route he has. Marlon Humphrey has to ball out. And Marcus Peters has to have a really good game as well if they're going to try and limit this offense. That's how explosive they are. I really hope this game is going to be close. I think it could be a dandy.
Circle the wagons. Circle the wagons.
Yeah, I agree, guys. This game is going to be really close. I do think, though, that Buffalo is going to come through. Even though Baltimore won last week, I don't feel like it was a full team effort. I think like it was a Lamar Jackson game. And you can't do that all the time, especially against a team like Buffalo. So if Baltimore is going to have a chance, they're really going to have to pull together and play as a team, if they expect to beat the Bills. But I think the Bills are going to take this one too. So, okay, let's move on to Sunday's games. So Sunday.